Oh, hi, friends. We are back for round 2. I told you there was a possibility I was going to be back. Well, here we are. We don't want to miss our opportunity to get these games in early. We had some really good ones earlier. We got a bit lucky in the ghosties we got. So I'm excited for more. Heavyweight, thank you for the 4 months, dude. Hello, friends. Hi. Dancing, Miss Hightower. Hello. Drifter. Hi, friend. Snow Bear. Live Fast. Curly. Van. Hello. Just in the middle of the earlier stream. Hey, well, guess what? Now you have another. Oh, lucky day. Your one arm hurts like heck. Have you tried to stop it? Break. Oh, hey, how are you? Have you knocked it off? Try that first, and then let me know how it goes. Got your printer working. Nice. Oh, you got a flu shot. Ah. Understood. Now I know what you're talking about. Now I understand. I tell you what. I know we normally have a nice little just chatting area here. I'm opening Phas right now. We're opening it now. Just got Santa photos with the fam. Oh, that's cool. That's freaking cool. Is that a Dahlia? Oh, hi, friend. 37 months. Love you, friendo. Oh, my God. Spirit, thank you for the biddies. Case, thank you for the 4 months. Oh, my goodness. You have the flu? Feel better. Stop it. Stop being sick. All of you. Knock it off right now. Amethyst, thank you for the 8 months. You had 4 Onis today. No new ghosts. Dude, oh, my God. Tom, poor sweet Tom. He was live for like 8 hours today, and he did not get a single new ghost. Not one. I felt like I was watching me trying to get Blood Moon. That's what it felt like. It felt the same. I'm behind. The new ghosts are out. Oh, Spider, yes, they are. If you do ! Update, you will get the blog, which will tell you everything. It tells you all the fixes. It tells you that the Winter's Jest event is out. It tells you all the jazz. Yeah. Already has 2 of the 3. I knew that they had 1. I did not know that they had another. Ooh, oh yeah. I have no problem looking at that. You know what? That's interesting. The one that they don't have info on is the one that I have not seen yet. Yeah. Had 2 Blood Moon ghosts before he had one of the new ghosts. Son of a bitch. He would. God damn it. Noah, thank you for the biddies. Meg, thank you for the 17 months. Oh, hi. Crow. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Listen, calm down. All right. Crow, thank you for the 31 months. Nocturne, thank you for the 3. And Hadder. I played 10 games today. So far, no interactions with the new ghosts. How was this morning? It was good. It was good. We ran into, was it 2 or 3? I think I ran into 2 Obombo number 5s. And we also technically I ran into 2 Galus, but one of them was a hoax. I say hoax. We were just trying to prove a point and I wasn't actually doing the investigation. But then we had another one where we actually did the investigation. So the only one I have not seen is the one that is not a part of the holiday event. Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen though. Thank you for the biddies. Scavenger Dragon. Thank you for the raid. Hello, friend. New ghosts. Yes, there's 3. We have 3 new ghosts. Look at this. If you haven't seen this yet, look. Look it. Sometimes I wish the devs would add when they add, wait. Sometimes I wished the devs would add when they add new ghosts, the ability to get said ghost to see its abilities, but that kind of takes away. Oh, okay. I think I understand what you're trying to say. You wish that we had the ability to choose that ghost. It's something that we have fought for a long time, but I don't think we're ever actually going to get it. And you're right, you know, in the end of your sentence there, I agree. I think the excitement, looky, they're back. The excitement of getting the ghosts is pretty great. Anyway, Spirit, thank you for the 4-month prime. But yeah, there we go. Why is it so dark over there all of a sudden? I don't have eye adaption on.
Blizzard.
Interesting. Okay. But yeah, they're back. Yay. Yay. Yippee skibby. Oh, my chat stopped working. What the? I was like, I saw it moving over to my right, but I didn't see it moving over to my left. What the? Hold on a second. Sabian, thank you for the 9 months. I see that moving. All right, let's try this again. Why you break on me? I got only male ghosts the whole day. Well, if you were playing the event, you're only going to get male ghosts. There we go. I got all my stuff back. Yay. Yippee. There we go. Chicktastic, thank you for the 30 months. Yeah, the reason you were getting only male ghosts is because the Krampus is a male ghost model. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we have some work to do. I'm at 39% of personal goals. We are at 30% community, and that is on day 1 so far. So we're on the move, man. We are on the move. Thank you guys for the hype train, friends. Appreciate you. But yes, if you didn't know what the hell was going on, if you have been away all day, the update is out, and there's also 3 new ghosts in the game. So we're trying to figure things out. Now, the unofficial cheat sheet does have information on 2 of them. So the Galu and the Obambo both have information that I can show you from the cheat sheet. All right, let me... What does this button do? What the hell does this button do? All right, let me get going everywhere else, and then we'll get into the games. So the other reason I wanted to make sure I was streaming today, because look, Tangle, Point Hope, Ridge, and Maple, all new maps for the event that I haven't seen yet. So I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to play it. All right, we'll stay on professional. What the hell was I about to do? Oh, yeah. That's right. Dude, why is my chat broken? What is going on? What is happening? Things are broken. Hold on. Things are broken. All of a sudden. StreamerBot, are you okay? Do you need a hug? Partially connected. Excuse me? Okay, that looks fine. Hey, FNAF, what's up? Ashley, hello. Matthew, what up, dude? Okay, I guess we'll just kind of go with it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, let's see. Yeah, messages were going through and I'm not seeing them and I don't know why. Interdasting. Okay. Okay. So, no, that's not our playlist. Get out. Get out. There we go. That's better. So, I wanted to take a look at this. Aries, how are you? I wanted to take a look at these. Hey, James. Good to see you. Hello. I'm checking on something because I think something's awry. I think something is awry. What the hell is going on? How do you like all the new updates? Oh, they're great. They have been fantastic. Yeah, there's messages that are not coming through. Yeah, connecting to chat. What is going on? No wonder why I'm not seeing anything. What? Okay, now I see it. Hey, Mermaid, how are you? What the they're still not coming over to the other side, though. Something happened. Something borked. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Hex, thank you for the 13 months. I don't know what is happening. All right. So we have information on 2 of the ghosts out of the 3. 2 at a tree. Was Break having this problem? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Like all of a sudden my chat window stopped actually receiving chat. You know what? I have an idea. What if I have an idea. I'm going to log out of Twitch on StreamerBot and I'm going to log back in. Let's try that. Let's give it a whirl. It might do the trick. Hey, Mama Gamer. Yeah, second one today. Yeah. What does the crown mean? What crown? Riven, thank you so much for the fest, dude. Yeah, something is happening, and it's going to be unfortunate because I need to be able to see the messages that I can't see. Part of a leaderboard. Oh. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I understand what you're saying. It is hot in this room, but I had to shut the door. There we go. Turn the fan directly on us. Oh my goodness. Hairdole, what's up? How are you? Have you had any new ghosts? Yes, I've had 2 of them. I'm like looking over to the right to see the chat. Hi, Anne. Good to see you. I've had 2 of them. Yes. I had the Obambo and I've had the Galu. I have not had the Dayan yet. Not yet. Have a crown. I think it's just from being a part of chat, Ashley. I think that's all that is. So the information that the amazing team from Zero Network has done has actually given us information for these ghosties. Phoenix, thank you for the 38 months, Fred. Phoenix, it's broken. Tell it to fix itself. Is the update out yet? Yes, it's been public. Yeah, if you look anywhere, any social media of any kind, you'd see Phasmo posted that the update's out. Yep. All right. So this one is still a mystery. The Dayan, that is still a mystery. Are they're still putting stuff together, I guess, to make sure that they have all the correct information in there. However, we have information on these ghosties. So some of the information that we have tells cycles through 3 states that change speed and other behaviors: normal, enraged, weakened. Look at this. Galu cycles through 3 states and change speed and other behaviors: normal, enraged, weakened. Below are the states and the behaviors that they change. The normal state, this is the starting state. In this state, the ghost is 1.7 meters per second during hunts and has no other oddities. If the ghost steps in salt, is incensed, or uses a crucifix, it will go into enraged state. Enraged state, speed goes to 1.96 meters per second. Average sanity 60% for hunt. Incense blindness 4 seconds. Crucifix range is -2 meters. So we knew it had something to do with it. We knew it. And does not disturb salt. It will remain in the state until the end of the hunt and then go to a weakened state. Weakened state, 1.36 meters per second. Average sanity 40. Incense blindness 6 seconds. Crucifix range at 1 meter. And does disturb salt. It will remain in this state until the ghost steps in salt, is incensed, or uses a crucifix, where it'll return to normal. So there's some information that we did not know before that we know now. How about them apples? So you have 3 different speeds. Remember what it said? In the normal state for the ghost, it is 1.7 meters. This. The normal state, when nothing has happened to this ghost, it's this fast. And then it's even faster whenever it's enraged. Look at that. Hunt sanity, 50% if it's normal, 60 if enraged, 40 if weakened. And then we saw the hunt speeds. Are there 0 evidence tests? Abilities, behaviors, tells. Tell cycles through 3 states. Change speed, so that's a tell. Average hunt sanity, that's a tell when it changes when it hunts you. Let's see. If you see a fast speed ghost walk through a salt pile during a hunt without disturbing it, it's a Galu. There we go. Which we did not really test. We didn't think to test that. But now we know. Now we know. And then if we go over to the Obambo will switch between a calm state and an aggressive state every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes. Hunt duration is increased by 20% when in aggressive state, 65% when aggressive, 10% when calm. Faster when aggressive, slower when calm, can change states during a hunt. And we heard that. We literally tested for it. So we sensed it. Yeah. Zero evidence tells for the Obambo will switch between a calm state and aggressive state every 2 minutes. Now, I don't know what we heard because we heard something different. We heard it sounded like it like sped up for 3 seconds and stopped. So I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. I do not know. But yeah, we have more information. I'm sure that they're going to get us even more than that. Queso, thank you for the 18 months, dude. All right, I've got to get this chat situation figured out. I've got to figure out what the hell's going on. What the hell? Imagine getting the new ghosts. Too soon. Way too soon, Phoenix. Way too soon. All right, let's do this. All right, let me go log into this website and see what the hell is going on. What if I just completely... Okay, I'm just going to completely close StreamerBot and reopen it. Hopefully this fixes it, because that's annoying. So Bombo is one of the easiest ghosts to tell by their tells. Yeah, I think you just have to get your mind wrapped around those ghosts and also every other ghost that we know. I think that's probably going to be the hardest part. New badges? Yes. Yes, there is. There are multiple. A static badge and then a animated badge. Static is for the community goal and then the animated badge is for the personal goal. Yeah. See, look. Ooh, it automatically logged me out. Ooh, interesting. Okay. On 80% of your personal? Nice. Very nice. Waiting for this to log back in. Hopefully. Hopefully. Is there new equipment? No, because there doesn't need to be. Unable to refresh. What? Oh no, I'm dealing with difficulties. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm dealing with difficulties. Have you gotten the new ghosts? I've gotten 2 of them. Yeah. I have seen 2 of them so far. Okay. I might have to switch up for tonight what I'm doing because I can't see half of the squat. I might have to change how I see messages because they are not coming through appropriately for me to see them. Like the new events guide. Me too. I think this is a great addition. So many people ask, how do I do this? How do I do that? Where do I go? How do I do that? How do I do this? Go here. Go here. We thought we had one and it was just a wraith. Oh, that's mean. That's mean. Switches states every 2 minutes. Correct. That's what the guide said. Yeah. That is correct. See, it's partially connected. Why? have to figure out what the hell's going on. Allie, thank you for the 4-month Prime, friend. Thank you, thank you. It's streamer bot things. It's like it's not connecting to things I need it to connect to. It's the only ghost that can change speed without outside interference of any kind. Right. Right. Well, we're going to go to Classic Tangle Street because that feels right. See you, Warlock. Have a good one. Still remember that Obambo number 5 from earlier today with the random speed up, slow down? Yeah, I know. How were the games earlier? Dude, they were great. The games earlier were fantastic. They were so good. Okay, did it randomly just fix itself? I hate it here so much. Tanglewood's still your favorite? Tangle's always going to be one of the favorite maps. That's never going to go away. All right, now let's go check out the event at Tanglewood. We ain't seen it yet. Well, we have. We saw it last year. We haven't seen it this year yet. That's what I meant to say. So there's really no telltale for Obambo other than aggression and calm? Well, the speed. The speed of the ghost is what gives it away. Yeah. Forgot how blue it is? I know. I know. It caught me off guard earlier, too. I completely forgot. It's out for everybody, Lunar. All you have to do is look at socials and you'd see that it's out for everybody. Yep. No, Luca, it is. It's very much so meant to be bluer. Yeah. It's supposed to be for the whole winter vibe. You can tell that by watch. Go to the screen and go out. Look. Yeah. Look how warm that is and then how cool that gets. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or not, but it is. Corey Myers, capture a photo, repel, witness a ghost event. Let's see if we get lucky and get the new ghosties again. Could be, maybe not. You never know. Hard to tell. Emily, thank you for the 7-month Prime. The blue gave you a panic. That's a big old sack. Oh my God. Oh my God. What do we got? Jerry, Anthony, Kenny, Raymond, Ann, George, Shannon. Here's the naughty or nice list. So we need 3 reindeer, gingerbread man, elf, nutcracker, candy cane, 4 rock bundles, 3 pieces of coal, and 2 stick bundles. I won't forget. I mean, I won't remember that for shit. But we know. Hoping a new ghosty? Me too. Now, the unfortunate, I say the unfortunate part, I don't mind the whole, like, you can only get certain types of ghost, like the Banshee, the Banshee and the Diane. Like, I don't mind that you can't get them during the event that much. The only thing that sucks is you can't play the event and try to get this, so you can't 2-for-1 it. To get this one, you have to go outside of the event. You have to play regular maps. So, yeah, it is what it is. It's fine. Oh, it stopped working again. That's cute. The list has a purpose? It does. It does. All of a sudden, it just stopped. Like, chat was working fine, and then it stopped working again. I hate it here so much. What if I do this? Let me try this instead. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Because if it works for the day, it works for the day, and I'll just deal. Okay, go there. Yeah, because my chats are working and then they're not working. I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah, the ghosts are almost in alphabetical order. Almost. Love when it decides not to work. Like out of nowhere, all of a sudden, all the Twitch messages gone. It just stopped sending them. No reason. So I'm trying to solve that by just using something different. Yeah, Rocker. Yeah. So dumb. So dumb. All right, I might have to use this. For now, at least. It's going to be like a double chat window for me. That's so annoying. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. It'll be fine. What is my second favorite map? I don't know. My favorite is Willow. I don't think I have a second favorite though. Yeah. Maybe they use a different alphabet. I mean, I don't think so. Don't want 3 up like me? No, I love having just 1. However, when it stops working, you know what I'll do? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll have 2 open at the same time on top of each other. And when I see Twitch in the other one, I'll close this one. That'll work. Do we know what the special abilities are for the new ghost yet? So on the cheat sheet, if you go to phasmocheatsheet.com, you'll actually see 2 of them have been figured out. It's the last one that we're still trying to understand everything about it. All right, let's go inside. Hey, old school, how are you? So remember, stars. Okay. Come on, stars. Coal's in the potty. What? Blood Mountain Tangle. Hey. All right. EMF 5. Roger that. Okay, it's here. Get the power on. That was a starfish. You can listen. You can think it's a starfish all you want. Nobody's gonna shame you for that. Didn't I need stick bundles anyway? Didn't I need these? I think I did. Willow's comfy. Willow's extremely comfy. I love Willow. Chris! 2 sticks. Oh, perfection. No, I didn't only mention stars. No, I read the list. No, I read the list. Look, there's 2 sticks. There's 2 sticks. See? Chris, thank you for the subs, homie. Look, now it's working again. I swear to God. All right, I'll shut this one down for now. Okay, okay. All right, I need 3 pieces of coal. I mean, shit, when in Rome, yeah. Might as well, we're right here, yeah. Are those items in fixed locations every time? I think that they are. Okay. We need 4. I haven't seen all these other items yet, so let's go get other stuff. We have EMF 5 already, which is super cool. Good deal. Technology is fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. It'll work. I think it's in the hallway. Do you have to do everything. The nice and the naughty. You have to find the items for everything. Yep. I went to Mark. Shut up, Phoenix. You don't got to call me out like that. That's not, you know, exactly what I was about to do. Why you gotta be like that? Alrighty, Ghosty. Here, I'll put this under the tree. Just for you and me. Crikey. Alright, no freezing. What do you get for doing the list? You get a present. I'm sorry? Trivial, thank you for the follow. Old school, thank you for the prime, dude. What's up, Ryan? All right. 87, we're good. A little surprised it's not permanent snowing. It is. What do you mean? During the event, it is. What do you mean? What happened? Hey. Okay, what is with this, like, levitating object to the next thing? Hi, Tom. Tommy Tom. How are you, my lovely friend? Got 3 blood moons in a row. I haven't seen one yet. Not during the event. Where are you? That's jarring. Okay. Do you still have a bath mystery? Oh, bath mystery. Oh, bath. Oh, look, there's a choir. Look. look, look, they're ready to go. They're probably singing right now. Excuse me? What is being abused right now? Oh, you're being abused. Look. Sorry. Hi, Carrie. Oh, we have writing. It's a miling. I needed this, right? I needed this. I think I need a candy cane. Maybe not. I could be a liar. I'm bringing one of each. We're doing it live. Hi, Haley. How are you? Sorry. I need a nutcracker. Oh, I do need each of them. I do. Perfection. Hey, Jared, what's up? Yeah, look, we need an elf. We need a candy cane. Sorry. There you go. 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 All right, I need 4 rock bundles, 3 reindeer, and a gingerbread. All right, we're gonna pretend like the ghost is not going to murder us, okay? All right, I've got those. We saw you. Ah, rock bundles. There we go. I need 4 of these. Okay. And then what did I say I needed? What's down here? Oh, that was the sticks. Oh, we already got the sticks. Never mind. Is it 1 gingerbread, 3 reindeer? Well, you think the gingerbread would be here. Ah, yes, they are. Yeah, okay. Hey, how are you? I feel like I saw the reindeer. Didn't I see them? Are they over? Or maybe I didn't see them and they're in here. Nope, those are the capybara. Capybara. Stars. Coal. Oh. Tree. Snowmen. Ah, there you are. Yeah, I needed 4. I put 4 in the hallway. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Hee hee hee. Wait, let me. Oh, wait. Oh. All right. 4 rock bundles. Switch over. Yeah, you're good, caller. You're fine. Thank y'all for the follows. Ray Van, thank you for the 17 months. Them some rock bundles. Oh my God. Zero, what up, homie? Chill. We were watching Jingle All the Way earlier today. Saw that we have 3 new ghosties. We do. Look, we're doing this before we literally... Well, we did figure out what the ghost was. Never mind. All right. And I should have 3 more rock bundles. That's it. A gift. What's it gonna be? Put the cookie down. Love the addition of the naughty and nice list, the bonus event points for it's awesome. I just love the idea that it gives you something extra to do if you want to. I like that. I like it a lot. All right, what's it gonna be? An extra thing of black salt. Oh, interesting. Although, see, here's the funny part. I don't think I have black salt. Nope, look. I do not. I've got the regulars. I mean, I've got the tier 2. So it gave me a tier 3. I did. No achievements for new ghosts? No. No. I need a photo of the ghost. We need an event. I need a repel. Okay. A photo of the ghost. We need event. We need repel. I mean, I guess we could forcefully make that happen. It's extra credit. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Whose horse is that? Got a tier 3 crucifix as a present. Oh, nice. Ghosty, I need a photo. If you would kindly oblige. It's hard for them to add achievements without DLCs because of because of Xbox. Yeah, they can't just add stuff willy-nilly. That makes a lot of sense. Wait, see, hold on. We don't have Franklin. Ah, the paw. Definitely not willy-nilly. No, definitely not. Writing ultraviolet EMF 5. Are you still here? Yeah, I mean, it's cold. It might not be doing much because I have the lights on in this room. Do you think the new ghosts will get trophies? They were literally just talking about that. We don't know if that's something that they plan on doing or not. They might not. Wife and I got a tier 3 crucifix, tier 3 sanity, and a tier 1 salt in one gift. You got multiple things in one gift? That's not fair. That's no fair. Hey, what are you doing over here? Oh, that was me because we were looking at the bathroom tree with the singers. Tom, it's your choir. Interesting. Why does it sound like it's in the nursery? Just to balance the Xbox smack talk, I believe PS is also on the trophy limit. I assume so. Yeah. Well, don't mind if I do. I need a ghost photo. I'm a little fearful because I don't know where the ghost is. We're gonna get motion sensors. Oh, bath mystery. They don't like getting thrown? No, there's a lot that's getting thrown right now. Give me those two. Give me this. Let's go figure out where Ghosty's hanging out. So I got my gift if you missed it. It was a thing of black salt. Wandering a little bit. I'm just curious if it moved into here or if it's still over there. I think it's still in the living room. It's throwing trees. Okay. I need... What do I need? Hey, chill your shit. Give me, give me, give me. Okay. Actually, wait. Drop. I don't have my audio recorder, but who gives a damn? It's fine. Yeah, I know I need a ghost photo. I know. I'm on it. Hey. Hey! Come over here. I wish to see the ghost. Well, hello, Krampus. Now I need to repel it while it's chasing. Let's do... Hold right, let's go get more smudgies. I got no sprint. Help. Wait, what? There it is. What the hell? I literally couldn't sprint. Set the tree on fire. Damn right I did. Give me, and give me, because funsies. Really, I'm not too worried about perfect games. I'm more worried about ghosty and objectives than anything else. Yeah. It's very frustrated with me. Understandably so. All right, I've got a crucifix here, and I think I put the other one over here. I'm gonna have to take this away. Has a lovely singing voice. What the hell? You think that's singing? From the diaphragm. All right, we're gonna trap this mother lover. I'm a mother lover. Where's my paw? Thank you. I mean, I didn't need that, but I appreciate it. I wish to trap the ghost. All right, it's going to start hunting in 60 seconds. 60 seconds. Everyone's got to start somewhere. All right. Who will not want to do perfect games when you have more than half completed? Wait, what? Like, if you have more than half of a perfect game completed, who would not want to finish it? People who don't care. Because they're really not worth it. They really are not. Died at Stranglewood because I yelled, I can't effing shut it. Oh, well, that'll get you killed. Phasmo cheat sheet. Has the die-in now? Ooh, okay. It's... There we go. What difficulty? It's on pro. Perfect games are fun. They can be. It's a fun way to challenge yourself. It's just money and XP wise, they are not worth it. You're so angry. Would you please relax? All right. Good deal. Also, part of this too is trying to figure out if is it worth doing when you're trying to get points for the event. In my opinion, no. I don't think so. Get your objectives, get your ghost, do the naughty or nice list, get the hell out. That's the way to do it. Is it better just to go for objectives because of double XP? It is, because you're going to get more done way faster.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready.
So I got 34 holiday points from that one. Nice. Easy 30 if you can get it and get it. Yeah, get to business. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, there's Tangle Streets. Let's go on to Ridgeview. Yeah.
Nothing to report,
Love the vids, all the help, working up the courage to play Nightmare for the first time. Hell yeah, Faded. Hell yeah. Cheat sheet. Yeah, I can take a look. The die-in is not updated. So what am I looking at on the cheat sheet? It is? Then why is it not updated on my side? Do I need to do like a hard refresh? Oh God. Open settings button on the bottom. The settings button on the bottom. Settings button on the bottom. Hatter, thank you for the subs. The gear icon tab. There's a gear icon. Am I too low? I see a gear icon at the top. Hit that. Okay. And then it says refresh all data. There we go. All right. There she is. Oh, it's at the top. I guess it's easier just to do this, isn't it? So yeah, for anybody that was curious what to do, if you can't see that, if you go to this cogwheel and at the bottom it says refresh all data. Yeah. Yo, can you get the drops anymore? No. Would you mind showing the evidence? Yeah, I'll eventually show it here in a minute or two. Yeah. So this is the only ghost that I have not seen yet. Personally, the die-in can only be female. Ghost model and ghost name will reflect this. The hunt speed and sanity are determined by player movement near the ghost. 60 sanity when near the ghost and walking. 45% when near the ghost standing still. 50% when away from the ghost. Interesting. 2.25 meters per second if a player is walking within 10 meters. 10 meters. Took me 130 to get it. Oh my God. 1.12 meters per second if a player is not moving within 10 meters. 1.7 if a player is further than 10 meters from the ghost. And this is 1.7, which is faster than normal, right? So in other words, if you're walking near the die-in, this is how fast it's going to be. And the second that you stop walking, yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, it's on 150. No wonder that sounds fast as shit. I was like, wait, that sounds really, really fast. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Let's go back. Fix it. I was like, wait. That sounds so fast. It's because it was on 150. All right. 1.7, 1.2, and 2.25. 2.25 when you're walking near it is this. It's still pretty fast. I was looking at it. I was like, wait, but the demon's 1.7. That does not sound right to me. That doesn't sound right at all. Oh, I'm not going to post this anywhere. No, I'm not going to. I don't want to post these until I actually get the ghost. I want to get the ghost first before I do any of that stuff. When you're walking, when you're near it, but you're not walking. Shit, it's like a revy. So what you're going to have to do is just scoot back and forth to see if the ghost speeds up, which is going to be terrifying because you're going to think that you have a revenant coming at you. Interesting. Okay. I did not make that site. Absolutely not. No. Did we get that? I have not. No, you have to do it away from the event because it's a female ghost. So like if you're doing the event maps, you can just do this right away. If you are on an event map that has Krampus, you can go ahead and cross those two ghosts off. You will never have a Banshee or a die-in during the Christmas event. Maps. Yeah. Mr. Chinggis, hello, sir. I hope you're feeling better. Dance on the spot. Just do a little shimmy. Like, I wonder, like, is it just normal walking or is it sprinting? You know? Seeker, thank you. Brahma, thank you so much for the 12 months. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you. Taz. All right. What do we got this time? Daniel, 25% Firelight EMF. We are worried about Ghosty, Naughty or Nice list, objectives. That's what I care about right now. Yeah, he still doesn't have his voice. Yeah. Let's walk around with a firelight. Let's go ahead and knock that out right away. Firelight, and I'm going to do that. We already got. Okay, we're good. Thanks, Obombo. Thanks, Obombo. Why can't you get the Banshee? Because the Krampus is a guaranteed male ghost, and the Banshee has to be a female ghost. That's why. There's our list. Give it a look-see. Where do you see the speeds? You can visually see the speeds if you go to phasmocheatsheet.com. Oh, Christmas tree. Who puts a Christmas tree in their kitchen? And wait, tell me you have one over. Yeah, who puts a Christmas tree in their kitchen but not in their living room? What the hell? What the hell? Oh, never mind. There is a Christmas tree in here. Ah, ooh. Minimalist. I don't think a minimalist would stick a large tree inside of their kitchen and that be the only place they put a tree. Maybe that's just me. All right. We have reindeer inside of the computer room. Okay. Reindeer, computer room. Don't you forget it. Bundles of steaks. Snowmen are also back here. Good thing I looked to the left. We have hiding as well. Nice. A minimalist and a maximalist living in the same house. All right. Was there anything inside of the potty? Oh, there was an elf. Oh, okay. There was. All right. What about this one? Nothing? All right. Let's go get the power. Yikes. No hiding. All right. What's down here? Ah, rocks. Perfect. That's where I keep mine too. All right, groovy. Can you get the points with friendly ghost? I think you can. Wait. Can you get points with friendly ghost? Because doesn't it get multiplied by the multiplier itself? So if you're on a multiplier of 0, wouldn't that mean you get 0? So you can't. There you go. Because it's multiplied by your multiplier, that is why you can't. Upstairs hallway. Bro, did you just twin me? Did I just hear a door to my left and a door to my right get touched at the exact same time? EMF 5, spirit box, and freezing. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that we just did. As a math teacher, you confirm. Roger that. See, we have a math teacher that confirmed it. So we need spirit box. We need freezing. I need to make sure where that ghost actually is. And we're going to get one of those. And I'm at 72 because I peeked in the mirror, but it's okay. Actually. Oh, it blew out the firelight. Okay. Yeah, we'll get below 25. It'll be fine. Taz, thank you so much. Miss Murder, hello. Have any fun experiences with the new ghosties? Yeah, at Bleasdale. We had the Obombo. Was it the Obombo at Bleasdale? Is that what I had there? Oh, you're getting all the presents wet, you sicko. Yeah, the Obombo at Blease was crazy. Oh, there's another. Oh, the elves are all over the bathrooms. Freezing. Okay. Let me get the spirit box real quick. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you? Yeah, I bet you are. Hey, Hockey, how are you? EMF 5? EMF 5? Imagine being raided. Imagine. I know. What happens if you do only the naughty or nice? If you only do the naughty or nice, I think, I mean, you should still get the points for doing that, shouldn't you? Right? Team at 5. You're twins. I'm just gonna, okay. It's fine. Let's go. Oh, I'm actually probably sitting at about 60 sanity now. The elf on the sink is watching you pee. What the hell is wrong with you? What the hell? Answer to the question, you got the talkie box. We are pretty sure that this is a twin based on the interaction I just had earlier. Yeah, Faded. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs, friend. Thank you. Yeah. But we don't want it to hunt yet. I still need to go walk around and get my stuff and my things. You don't like the Galu thing. You don't like the Galu thing? Well, maybe it doesn't like you. Have you ever thought about that? Oh, I need to get bloat. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I want to complete the naughty or nice list first. All right, let's bring that in there. Let's bring that in there. Okay. Galileo. Did he actually create a voice line for the spirit box responses? I heard that he did. Yeah. That's what they say. I'll ask him later. Got a mirror, you'll be fine. I'll use it to I'll use it to lower my sanity. Not now. We're not going to do it now. All right, naughty or nice list time. Where did you go? All right, we need reindeer, nutcrackers, tree, capybaras. We have 4 rock bundles. We have 4 things of coal and 2 sticks. Yeah. What's the trophy? Well, I can't show you unless I go to the lobby. Okay. All right, where are all these items? We know we have a tree here. How many things of coal? 4? 3? Let's do that. Where's, hold on. Oh, ads are playing. That's okay. We're just getting this stuff in the things. That's fine. What do you guys know about the ghost? I'm happy to share. No, it's fine. I know a lot about it. We also have it on the unofficial cheat sheet as well. We're good. I appreciate it though. All right, let's do that. Get this. All right. So we got the tree. We've got those. Where were the stick bundles? I know where the elf is. Wait, we don't need an elf. No, shit. Basement. That's right. I need 4 of them. Got it. On it. 1. We need 4. There's 2. Oh, you're good, Kate. That's all good. Yep. The unofficial cheat sheet has all the information about the ghost. It has the actual speeds. It has different ways you can solve it with 0 evidence. All the stuff. Yep. All right. And we need reindeer. I don't remember how many we need, so I'm just going to grab 3. All right. Give me the list. Oh, shit. I needed 3. And you just shut my power off, you piece of trash. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. And this. Give me more coal. All right, what am I missing? We need another rock, 2 sticks, 2 capybaras, and 2 nutcrackers. So the rock is in the basement. Hey Ozzy, how are you? Am I gonna live stream Friday? Yeah. Probably. I say probably. Birthday stuff and things are gonna be happening soon, so things can happen. It could be questionable. What is this? It's called Faz. All right. There we go. 2 nutcrackers, 2 capybaras, and 2 sticks. The elves are in there. Reindeer are there. Go into here. We have snowmen there, in case you guys didn't see them. Yeah. And then we had, what was over here? There was something over here. What was it? Oh, thank you, Kai. Oh, it's not my, oh, it's sticks. My actual birthday's on the 18th. It's not my birthday yet. Stick. Okay. There we go. 2 nutcrackers and 2 capybaras. Roger that. The 18th is your birthday? It is. Ghost, would you please stop? Boner jam? Capybaras? What the hell? Oh, there's candy canes. There's elf. I guess the nutcrackers are in the other room. Stop it, Ron. Whoa, no, I saw them. They're downstairs on the bench. I remember. Bro missed the bone. Yeah, skibbity. Yeah. Wait, weren't they on the bench? No, I'm losing my shit. Oh, they were on the bench in Tanglewood. Oh, yeah. That's right. Where are they here? Shit. I don't think I even checked the back room yet. It's got to be back here somewhere. Well, thank you, Kai. I appreciate it. There they are. There they are. I was confusing it with Tanglewood. Got the Obama earlier. Nice. This should be it. Sorry about that. Yeah, there we go. Benched. A gift. A cookie. There's a sanity cookie, just in case I, am in the mood. Nice. Nice. I need to get below 25%, so we don't want to eat that cookie. Not yet. I'm going to use the mirror to drain my sanity, but first, let's go turn the power back on. It's a cookie. Imagine dropping something wrong after all that effort. I wouldn't be shocked if I did. Where are the plate of cookies for the ghost to eat? Oh, that was so a couple years ago. All right, let's move that crucifix to make the ghost hunt. Any info about the ghosties? Yes, go to phasmocheatsheet.com. All the info's there. It's all available. All right, Twinifer. Listen here, Twinifer. Cheat sheet's epic. It absolutely is. Akka, thank you for the 4 months. Snuggly, thank you for the follow. Got new ghosts? Not on this one, no. Nope. It's at the top of the stairs. Maybe we give Krampus a look. Was my flashlight not off? I swear I turned it off. I swore that I turned it off. It was still on. F. Well, shit. I shouldn't have kept the... Oh, and I got mimicked anyway.
Ready for you.
Oh, that was rude. Where's Chinggis? Where's Chinggis? That instant twin was actually a mimic, and it changed itself 12 times. Holy F. Holy F. Well, wait. Okay. But how many points did I get? Look at that. We still got 25 points. Even after all that. Double embarrassment. Your mom's double embarrassment. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. Touche, Mimic. Touche. It is my favorite ghost for a reason. Madison, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? I didn't think you got points if you died. You do get points if you die. You just don't get the points for the ghost. So I lose 10 points. You still get points if you do objectives. If you do the naughty or nice list stuff, you still get those points. Yeah. It's not that you lose everything. What they try to combat was they try to combat people going in, getting the ghost and leaving, going in, getting the ghost and leaving, or going in, getting the ghost, letting themselves die, and then next. Yeah. Get points if you guess wrong too. Get points if you guess wrong. Wait, if you don't do anything but guess wrong, what would you get points for? Well, touche, Mr. Ghost. Touche to you, sir. I guess we're going to Point Hope. Mimic was a downer, but I'm loving the update. Oh, listen, I just ran into my favorite little ghosty. Okay.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment.
Do you know if you get more things to gather, the harder difficulty you... Do you know if you get more things to gather, the harder difficulty you do? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, your favorite map. I know. Isn't it the best? Hey, Kat. What's up, Taz? Thank you, guys. Hope the ghost is on the first floor. I don't know if we're that lucky, but we can sure as hell hope so. Do you have to gather more of the naughty or nice things on harder difficulties? Oh, I don't think so, but that's a great question. I think it's random. I don't think it's based on difficulty, but I could be wrong there. I think that it's completely random. All right, Daniel, motion sensor, sound recorder, and a firelight. Oh boy, please be downstairs. Please be downstairs. Please be downstairs. Please be downstairs. Well, let's go find it. Oh, we'll just follow the path. Oh, nice. If it's my usual Point Hope, it's going to be all the way upstairs. Like, if there's one map I don't want to do the naughty or nice list on, it's this one. Although, there's only that much. Do you think on medium-sized maps it's less things? I don't remember. Like on Bleasdale, I don't... Oh, there's already a rock, right? Do I need a rock? No, I need sticks. Just a bunch of rocks down here. What the hell? What the hell? Well, there's more rocks in there. What is going on? You have to finish the entire list. Correct. Ooh, the power's down here, though. Nice. Oh my god, there's so many elves. Maybe they only have them up to a certain floor, you know? To stop you having to deal with that crap. That'd be super nice. That would be really nice. So we have coal, rocks, and elves all on the first floor. Have you gotten other stuff than the cookies? Yeah, I got a snow gun, tier 3 salt, candy canes, gingerbreads. Okay. Not bad. There's a lot of each too. I should probably wait for this place to warm up. What are the event maps for this week? It's not based on week, it's by day. So it was something earlier today and it's already changed. Already. You thought the gingerbread were starfish. Oh. Did you try opening your eyes? Hey, Marshmallow, how are you? What's up, Nolan? More coal. Yeet. Yeet. I haven't heard anything. Johan and Larry, the Point Hope Gloom. Love all the gingerbread laughs. All the items sounds that they've added have actually been pretty great. How do you do the naughty or nice list? Well, you find those items and you throw them into Santa's sack. Hope that was helpful. Bro, if you're all the way at the top, I'm gonna give up. I've thrown every single item. Yo, yeah. Yeah, we're about to just guess and go. I'm not dealing with this shit. What does coal do? Well, coal usually will light fire. I'm sorry, you can light the coal to keep fire lit. You know what I mean? Guess and go. I'm feeling it. Taylor, thank you for the 11 months. So what ghost do you guys think it is? We're gonna guess and leave. I kind of want to come back when the ghost is at a lower floor. Could at least let it hunt. Do I know what the cursed is? Did I see the cursed in my travels? I think it's a Goryo. No Franklin. Smells like a Hantu. It's gonna be one of the new ghosts. Hello, pretty. Hi. Jesus Christ. I don't know what song he was singing. Surprise! Said, oh, hey, how are you? We scared each other. MF, thank you for the 2 months. It's not going to come down here, is it? All right, you know what ghost it's not. It can't be that ghost anyway because it's on the event map, so it can't be it. Such a Goryo? You think so? Was it acting in such a manner? It sounded pretty normal. Any indicators or special abilities you've noticed about the new ghosts? These new ghosts, I think speed is a very big factor with these new ghosts. Very big factor. New ghosts today? Yeah, I've had 2 of them. Spirit, you're a. Hip hip, you're a. You know what? We're taking an elf. It's coming whiff. Say it's a spirit. There's a lot of spirits in there. The gallows is the most complicated ghost. Holy. Yeah? It's not kidnapping. It's friendship. See? Friendship. Oh. Friendship. You know what? I like it. We're going spirit. It does not disturb salt, though it also mentions it might be a bug. No, well, okay, yeah, that's actually a good point. Right. Is it actually a bug?
Welcome back.
Oh,
I prepared some jobs for you.
with the power of friendship. All right. Let's go to Point Hope. And hope that the ghost is in a lower floor. Why is spirit now at the bottom? Well, if you look, you can see that they're in alphabetical order. Almost. They're in alphabetical order. Kind of.
This is going to be a tough one. We've had reports of violence, and it looks like they left in a hurry.
Yeah. So, very, very close. Taz, thank you so much, dude. This time it's going to be even higher. It's like, oh, you didn't like that floor, huh? Well, don't mind if I do. Why almost? Dio and Demon. So if we go alphabetically, yeah, that's why. Okay, Kevin, 3 unique videos, 2 sounds on a firelight. Well, isn't that just grand? Grand. Let's go. Didn't notice? Yeah, it was one of the first things we saw. Missed it by that much. Yeah, look how much more there is on this one. Yeah, there's even more. All right, Ghost. Sleep. Oh my God. There's a big old boner right there. What the hell? No juice down here this time. Kevin sounds mean. Kevin! Now the power's going to be as high as it possibly can be. There, okay. That's not that bad. That's fine, I suppose. We'll just chill here. You guys cool with that? We just don't leave here. Why would Phaz be mean? You know, because 5.9. I think that's from snowing. That's my guess. Yeah, it's that cold everywhere. Awesome. All right, well, let's start going up. Love finding my bones. Hey, you leave me my bones out of this. Where did that happen? Where did that happen? Question. Where is there a candle? Oh, it was probably that one. Oh, you sneaky snake. EMF 5, freezing. Roger that. Yeah, there's a candle. I heard it blow out a candle. Wait, is Zongo possible? No. Now, it's doing stuff with me up here, so I'd say probably not a shade. Okay. All right, we get it. You're pissed. Fine. No pillow fights, please. Thank you. Jin Oni or twins? All right. Dots ultraviolet spirit box. Roger that. Seems pretty Oni. I don't know. It hasn't evented on us yet. I'm not necessarily sold on it. Here, we'll turn on the first light at each landing so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Is the journal set up better than what it was? Well, the journal is set up to allow for more ghosts. So they added 3 more ghosts. So the space would have been really tight. No ghost farts? No. No ghost farts. Nay on the farts. All right. Let's get Dot's ultraviolet spirit box. 3:30 a.m. Then go to bed. Why are you here? What do you mean? What do you mean? Let's try these 3 things. I'm at 85, so we're just going to stay with it. It'll be fine. Are you able to hide behind the tree? You know, I assume you can use it for break. I mean, we've used it to break line of sight, so I don't see why not. You're in bed. Oh, well then shut your damn eyes. It's past 3 in the morning for you. It terrifies you? I want to run into one. But to run into one, no, not a gallows. It's the I want to run into the die-in. But to do that successfully, we're going to need to play regular maps and not the holiday. Wait, no, you weren't here. You're up more. All right. Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? You want to touch Nanor? Do you want to touch Nanor? That wasn't what I meant. That wasn't what I meant. Oh, I think it actually did touch the door. Okay. There we go. Never mind. We're fine. I don't think we have UV. I also don't think we have Spirit Box. Now I'm leaning towards Oni. Dots would be cool. Oh, Krampus dots. Oh, Krampus dots. Hey, Riri, what's up? All right, I'll just leave. There goes 40 of my sanity. Dark, thank you for the 3 months. Yeah. Don't want to sit around for that. But I will grab Johan and Larry and bring them back to the truck. Caught the Krampus part. I was hoping for the dots. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Corby, thank you for the 6-month Prime. Zash, thank you for the 6 months. Do I want a rock? Let's bring a rock. Do I need a rock? You know what? I do need a rock. There we go. What if I throw a sausage in there? I was curious. I didn't know. Apparently, if you throw a sausage in there, it doesn't work. It doesn't count. This game's dumb. Who made this? Who wouldn't want a sausage in there? You know? So silly. Look at that. Looky there. I'm at 54. Yep. Took a big old hit of our sanity. 3 videos, 2 unique sounds. Interesting. Okay. Well, to get those things, I need these things. I could do this and then pray. Why? You want a crucifix up there, though? I'm going to have to do 2 trips. I'm going to have to do 2 trips. Need a cheat sheet for the symbols? I mean, we just figured it out. That's all. How do you like the 3 new ghosts? I've only experienced 2 of them, so I don't know what the 3rd one is like. Perp, thank you for the 1 year, dude. Hello. For now, I'm going to bring this. Yeah, I'd rather bring this. That feels better. Was that Larry or Johan? Your choice. So, fun fact. You throw a sausage in the sack, you get a piece of coal. So careful. Careful. I did post some notes in the Discord. You have to find them, but you'll probably be more advanced than me because I'm still learning myself, but we can get this. Wait, what? Oh yeah, no, the dark, if you look at the cheat sheet, they've already got a bunch of stuff on it. You light the coal on fire. I don't think so, but you know what though? That's not going to stop me from trying. No, you can't. You cannot. I'd be happy to get such a thoughtful gift, right? Get a nice little sausage. No, for the 3 new ghosts, I've made notes for it. No, I know. On the cheat sheet, the 3 new ghosts, there's a bunch of notes I'm talking about on the cheat sheet. All right. Do you want to do the dots now, you a-hole? Ah, the Mango Man. Actually, you know what? When in Rome. When in Rome. If loads that out, I should be able to get it. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Ghost, I need another sound, please. I can record that. Lovely. Fire extinguish. Beautiful. I do need 3 videos, though. Oh, well, shit. All right. Come on now. What's the cursed? I don't know. I didn't see it when I was walking up. Here. Got a blood moon and a Revy. Ooh. That sounds fun. Crow, thank you so much for the 7-month Prime, friend. Just threw a nutcracker. Just here. Goes, touch Nanor, please. Event, whatever you want, please. Ghost Pickle. Oh, shit. Got it. Thank you for the 11-month Prime, friend. That's my favorite thing about Phasmo. Replayability. I'll tell you though, it is a little bit worrying that it has not shown dots. Like, why? I'll take a Nanor. I'll take a Nanor touch. Any day of the week. First 2 were a demon and a Hantu. Nice. Yeah, I've had the new ghosts. I've had them a couple times. I just haven't had the day in yet. Test spear box again? You think? I mean, I could make it hunt depending on what the cursed object is. And listen to it hunt that way. Johan and Larry, point hope. But the dot's broken. I don't know. They're really finicky. I do think they're really finicky because look, we saw a Goryo at, where were we? At Ridgeview, and it never gave me dots. And there's supposed to be increased chance of dots. What in the hell am I missing? They did fix the Ouija. Yeah, you can now ask it any question that would give it numbers. Yep. Do you think the spirit box responses should be more creepy? I think that they should have the occasional creepy response. I think that'd be cool. The mirror. What if I see dots in the mirror? I had a crucifix in there, didn't I? I did. That's right. My sanity should be maybe low enough for it to hunt again. Yep. Whoopsies. My bad. Britt, thank you for the prime. That is my bad. You know, mistakes happen, all right? Of hiding there? No. We'll have to get it to go down a little further, I think. People are still learning the new ghosts. Oh, yeah. They've been out for less than 24 hours. Sweetly, thank you for the 17 months. The new ghosts are permanent. I don't think that they've ever added a ghost name that was not permanent. There we go. Now it's hunting. That sounds a little quick. The light is off. And I was throwing stuff in the room. Unless that's broken, I'd say nay. Dude, is that a fast twin? Was that a fast freaking twin? The flashlight is off. Here, I need to grab another sausage. Santa's sack ate my other one. Sounds like it. Yeah, I think so too. Oh, I could probably open my door. It's hot as shit. Okay. We're back. We back. Seeker, thank you so much, friend. All right, let's go. Is that hunting? What? What? Why do I hear electrical disturbance from here? Still guessing Oni. It's not an Oni. It's 100% not an Oni. Can't be a mimic. We have EMF 5. It's coming all the way downstairs. I'm sorry, what? That mother effer was coming all the way downstairs. All right, get my other sausage over there. There we go, much better. So, if we look at the evidence based off of this, right? So these we have EMF and we have freezing, and we didn't get the third. Now, we were not getting ultraviolet, so we crossed off that. Not seeing orbs, we crossed that off. Can't be a shade. Crossed off that. So then it was dots or spirit box. We're between these two. This can't be an Oni. This has to be twins. Reunited. They're good. Yeah. All right. That looks good. I'm not about to go back and forth like an effing choo-choo train for this one. Let's give it a whirl. Let us try. It's a gin.
I've prepared some jobs for you.
What did I not get? Was it ultraviolet on the door? I had EMF 5. Freezing? Yeah. Okay. The ghost touched the door and it never left ultraviolet. That's fun. Good times. All right. Well, I'll report that later. Not much we can do about that. Got a blood moon on Tankle. That's great for you. I'll write that down in my journal. Miss Scoozy? Yeah. Yeah. Had it touched the door and never left UV. And it was a gin with professional settings. Yeah. Did he just drink mate? Yes, he just had a drink out of a cup. He did. I know. That's crazy. What the fuck is wrong with people? What happens if you put your equipment in the sack? Do you lose it and get the coal?
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Yeah, it's gone. I think. Unless there's some secret way to get it back. Yeah. Now, okay, hold on. I think I have a better idea after this. I'm just gonna grab some random shit. I'm just a little curious now. Okay. Now, give me a second. Hold on. Kind of want to try something.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly.
I don't know. I don't even need a lighter. Although, it would add to the fun, I think. Am I going to try the cursed? Absolutely not. What I'm going to try is this. Okay. It accepts the first of 1, 2. It accepts the first item. As soon as that first item hits, pow. Coal. So, yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. Another idea. Wait. I'm kind of, I'm going to keep messing with this. Let me do player speed. 150. That's off. Sprinting is on. I want infinite. Yes, please. Are the cursed possessions set? Let's try this.
We've arrived. Check the equipment. Get set up before investigating.
I'm gonna do... Let's do the music box. Got up. So what happens if you throw the cursed possession inside of the sack? I don't know if that's supposed to happen or not. B Nervy, BC, thank you guys for the dailies. Hello, Honorable, thank you for the biddies. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to happen or not. What music box? Okay. Okay.
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Really? Really? This is what we're gonna do? Tripod? I can do a tripod. Really? This is the time? Actually, I don't know if I can. I could try. It's not working. Yeah. No, it's a custom get. This custom is just meant to screw around. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Because you can't throw it, it just drops. It just drops like that. Yeah, unfortunate. Anything else we can put in there? Dude, we can put all kinds of shit in there. What do we want to put in there? Got tarot cards. I could throw the Ouija board in there. I can't do the bone. Can you put the list in it? Oh my god, imagine. Oh, that'd be so trolly. You might be able to actually look. Okay, you still get to keep the list though. Oh, it's a coach. Hi, coach. I got coal. Spirit box. Ooh, that's a good idea. An item with sound and leave it on just to see what happens. That's a great idea. Coach, how was your stream? How goes it, friend? Let's get this. Let's get this. We're just screwing around for a second or two. Yeah. Interesting.
Welcome back. I've got some tests ready for you.
Interesting. Coach, how are your ghosties? We're just doing some Santa sack testing, if you will.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up.
Did the music box go back then? That's a fantastic question.
Here, left enough.
Let's go find out. I'm gonna keep the music off. We're just doing some testing. So if I throw you in here, do you reset back to where you were? It does. Oh, it doesn't go away forever. Oh, interesting.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Taz.
Jobs for you.
Ooh. Very, very interesting. Okay.
All right, we're here.
Oh, thank you, Hadi. I appreciate it.
Equipment and prepare accordingly before starting starting the investigation.
Am I going to where?
Nothing to report, but it looks like whoever
It
was
does
here
brick. Yeah,
left
yeah.
in a
You
hurry.
absolutely destroy any chance with Santa's sack. Oh, where you can sock on these nuts? Yeah, nice try. Nope, not today. The person has to say it first. Dummy. This noob. This noob. Now, I assume you can't place objects. Does it? Okay, no. She knew you'd get it anyway. That's right. Okay, so the items do go back to where they were. Or, sorry, they reset back to the truck or to the house. So if somebody's screwing around and they mess this up, you won't lose items. So it's not that big of a deal. But you do get a big thing of coal, though. Okay, well, that's good to know. How about a lit smudge? I have a feeling that you're going to have a burnt smudge inside of the truck. Right?
All right, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Or not? Ooh. So the smudge doesn't return. You can't set the coal on fire. No. No. Can you get anything other than coal? If you do it incorrectly, no. You get coal. If you do it correctly, you actually get useful items.
Welcome back.
But you have to do it right.
Ready for you.
Yeah, I think anything that is a consumable that is actually used like that, I think goes away. Yeah. No, you can't pick up the coal. How do you do it right? You have to get all of the items and put them into the sack. Yeah, yeah. Had a twin on tango give EMF outside of the house by throwing the naughty or nice list. Oh, that's kind of cool. Coach, I'm surprised you're still awake. I'm surprised. Well, that's why I messaged you earlier, but then I saw it too late. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for the raid. All right. Well, we saw Tangle, Ridge, Point Hope. Time for Maple Lodge.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get
So if you play with the tarot cards and throw them at the end, you get infinite tarot cards because they reset. No, I assume that you lose the card you just pulled, but the cards, if there's any left, will reset back to wherever they were. That's my assumption. I assume. All right. This. I'm excited for Camp Woodwind. Maple Lodge will still be good, but Camp Woodwind's going to be my jam. All right. This. If you guys missed it when we played earlier and I got the new ghosts, I do have that video live now. It is live. Not a full set of tarot. That'd be funny. That would be pretty cool. Yeah. Infinite. Look at that. Big old twee right in the middle. That guy, that guy, and that guy. It's going to be cold AF literally everywhere. Hope we get a new ghost this time. That'd be nice. I want to get them more. There's our list. We have to find out where all the stuff is first. Oh, Christmas tree. Have I seen all three? No. I have seen... So far, I have seen the Galu and also the Obambo. I've not seen the Diane. Because this one, you can't do inside of one of the event maps. Oh, hi, Toe. Who you hanging with? Not crackers? Okay, okay, okay. You do you, boo-boo. Flickering lights are pretty. They are pretty. I was about to say, I would love to see more of them. Do we have a flank? Ooh, okay. Rocks and sticks are over here. That's good to know. Oh, Bombo number 5. That's right. Nothing there. Anything in the potty? Nothing in the potty. Are all the maps a part of one big story? I don't think so. I do not believe so. Toe, I saw him. We'll save him in a little bit. All right, pink 10 is open. Ghosty hasn't made any noise. More steaks. We have a music box. There's trees. There's rocks. Thoughts on the journal changes? I think it's perfectly fine. There's not much they could do about it. I think it's cool that they tell you a little bit about each one, especially for new players, but then you have a nice clean sheet to see all the ghosty names. Because there's so many. Is this dumb thing going to be in the cabin? Ghost? Okay. I'm sorry. Let's stand here for a minute. That was upstairs, wasn't it? Hi, Sessic. He's just standing there. Ring Easter egg, go. Damn it. Ghost, you're up here, aren't you? It's a Pulte. We can leave. I have 3 minutes. I kind of do want to mark Pulte just to see if it's right. I have ads coming soon. Ghost is a Blair Witch fan. That's okay. As long as it lets me live, that's fine. Hey, they're a hiding spot. Let's go. How? I'm just guessing because of how that throw just happened. And also I want to run these ads before it's before people get hit. I mean, well, when in Rome. Don't mind if I do. So what I'm basing that off of is the way that it threw that mug at me. So could be wrong. Could be wrong. 100% could be, but we'll take our chances. Oh, sorry. There we go. Give you some reading material. A little protection. All right, toes ready to go. Let's try. Could be 100% wrong, but I want to get back to the lobby before the ads hit.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
That mug came flying at me with such a freaking velocity. That had Pulte written all over it. Yes, sir. Look at that. That's a quick 2,300. I'll take it. All right. I have 3 minutes of ads. I do every hour, friends. I do them so that way there's no pre-rolls. So if you're not subbed, you don't have turbo, you don't miss anything. I'm going to sit in the lobby. We're going to stay right here. We're just going to look at all the decorations. Look at all the decorations. And as soon as the ads are done, we'll go back to it. Ghost said, think fast. Kind of disappointed the new ghosts don't have any, oh my God, that's new moments. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like things that make it stand out so much that it makes your jaw drop, like some mother effer on fire or something like that. I know what you mean. Yeah, I guess I wish that I wish that some of the new ghosts would do things to make you completely change the way you hide and all that other stuff. Yeah, like when we got a Diothay and a Moroi. Yeah, I haven't had a chance. I haven't had a chance to get hit by a Dayan yet. I've gotten the Gallo and also the Obambo. I have not gotten that one yet though. So we wait. Yeah. How's it going, Mail? What is up, Nessa? Hello. No, I don't want to install the update right now. Later. My Labombos were all shades. Damn. Sounds like the Diane has the best chance of that to give you that like wow factor. Yeah, I think so. Who knows, man? They might be revamping a lot of these ghosts and we just don't know about it. They dropped 3 ghosts on us without us knowing that it was going to happen at all. So it's hard to say what's going to happen next. I was expecting a unique evidence from one of them, maybe a unique ghost writing that it has to draw a certain thing. That'd be kind of cool. Pulties are still broken. I got salty and ended early. I just had a Pulty throw a mug at me, and that's how I knew what it was because it threw a mug at me. Yeah, it yeeted it from across a room, so I knew what it was. They changed the Banshee without notice as well. Yeah, I mean, we kind of had notice, but there was no build up for it. Yeah. Supposed to drink chocolate flavored liqueur. I don't know. Had a Pulte go down a line of items in a hunt and throw not one thing. Damn. I had a Goryo at Ridgeview that never gave me dots. We sat there and watched for I can't tell you how long. Multiple camera views. Didn't give me dots a single time. But I knew it was a Goryo because it literally could be nothing else. Yeah. You know what to make? I don't know. I'm not much of a drinker. Yeah. I would, that's worth a Google. I would give it a Google, friend. Is there new ghosts? Yes. 3 of them. Yeah. We got that one. We got that one. And we got Obambo number 5. Yeah. Looked up the cultures the new ghosts are originated from. Very unique. Yes. Yes. How much longer are you going to be live? I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Probably not super long. I mean, on a day where I don't normally stream, I streamed twice today. Yeah. As someone who has drunk Phas with Flash, it's fun when it does happen. But even then, I wasn't drinking like mixed drinks. I was just drinking like beer, maybe whiskey or something, but I don't do a lot of that stuff. Not usually. Do you like this way of dropping new stuff along with the seasonal event? I thought it was awesome that we had no clue that this was coming. Fantastic. I thought that was so cool that we had no idea that we were getting new ghosts like that. Not a big drinker either. No, not really. No, I'm a fun drunk though. All right. We return. Tea or coffee? Coffee. Coffee. Cookie and cream moonshine. Oh my goodness. Mr. Flash has a Thursday birthday. He does. He's fast to help you find your dog when he's had a few. That I am. I felt the need tonight. Usually I eat some salad instead. Nice. I had a salad earlier today with some chickens. All right. All right. Well, we could go back to, I could go back to Maple. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go back to Maple and do a legit one where I do the naughty or nice list. I'm not doing it on Point Hope. I could give 2 shits about doing it there. Don't care. Point Hope is just, that's a lot of up and down. That's too much for me. Maple, we can do that. Let's go to Maple. We'll do the naughty or nice list there. Yes, I got my trophies back.
Right. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. The ghost here seems to be linked to a cursed object. Go and take a closer look. Maybe using it will help your investigation.
It's supposed to be snowing during this event, correct? Okay. Interesting. Well, here goes nothing. We need to find out where the ghost is first, so that way I know where I need to run away from, and so I don't die. Isn't this just cute? Isn't this just adorbs? Look it. Look, look it. Isn't this nice? Got a nice little blood moon in the background there. Oh my goodness. Very festive. Yeah, red and green. That's a very fair point. That's a great observation. Kyle, Emily, Gary, Charnay, Rose. You like jazz? We have gingerbread, 2 gingerbread cookies, 2 snowmen, a nutcracker, a reindeer, 3 rock bundles, 4 stick bundles, and 2 pieces of coal, and a partridge and a pear tree. Yeah. I feel like the music box should act as a hunt stopper for the Obambo. Ooh. Having the cursed possessions be a little bit different for those ghosts could be kind of cool. I do like that. All right. Don't kill me and stuff. Okay. Thanks. All right. It's over there in the shower. Roger that. Or it's a twin and it's an a-hole. No, we're going to say it's in the showers. What about new ghosts? What about them? Hey, there's the power. It is the return of Charnay. The return. The triumphant return. All right. Well, I don't need you right now. I do need Toe, though. And these nutcrackers. Actually, let's turn the lights on. Luna, thank you for the 3 months. All right, Toe, you wait. Oh, I don't want to throw you in there. Oh, my God. That could have been a mistake. What does it mean if you have a blood moon? Then it's your lucky day. It's a 2% chance of getting. How many nutcrackers did I need? Fuck it, I'm grabbing 2. I don't remember. It's all right. I just needed 1. Okay. It's all right. It's all right. All right, let's go find more stuff. Before I do that, though, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go take crucifixes over to the showers. I feel like that'd be a smart idea. The noises are fantastic. I love them, too. They did a good job with those. It caught me off guard because the ghost all of a sudden started throwing shit, and I heard these random giggles in the distance. Foil! Thank you for the meerkat, dude. All right. Frickin' blood moon. So it did turn on the showers, but I don't know where it's a Roman. It's over there. Had a ghost throw every single elf on you? Oh my God. Hey, don't you know we're in a blood drought? I'm going to put the other one over here. Candy cane. Well, when in Rome. I'm assuming that they didn't put any in the main tents, you know? I assume. Hey, what up, Fancy? On me, I've got a candy cane, I've got a rock, and a gingerbread. All right. I do not need a candy cane. I just grabbed it because I didn't know, or I wasn't paying attention. Rock, I do need. And this I need as well. Teehee. Okay. I need another gingerbread. I need snowmen. Sticks and rocks. Didn't I see those together? Where did I see those together? Back straight through here, yes? Fire pit? This one, right? Oh, here's trees. Okay. Sticks and rocks. All right. Does anybody remember how much I needed of each? Do I need 4 sticks? Do I really? I mean, there's 4. I don't remember how many rock bundles I needed. Can bring you the list with you? Yeah, but I'm gonna have to go back anyway. I know, seeing the list over here would be really nice. That would be really cool. All right, well, I need 3 sticks anyway, so let's just do that. That's fine. Hiding. I could do 2 and 2 as well. That's not a bad idea, Matthew. So I'll go back and get another rock and another stick. Yeah, I needed 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Twig, what up, homie? Twig, I can only imagine that you've been doing the update. How is it, friend? I need 2 rocks and a stick. You know, Faz things. Hello. How's it going? Bro has bad luck? Yeah, skibbity. Yeah, toilet. Been good? Hell yeah. Mine's been not that bad. Not that bad. All right, I said I needed 1 stick and 2 rocks, right? I think that's what I said. Good night, KP. Have a good one. Can you take a picture with the camera? Then you could see it in the notebook. I think the issue you'd have, well, that might be 200 IQ. I'm gonna go get a camera real quick. Don't know if it'd be clear enough. Let's find out. I'm a curious little beaver now. Obambo's blacked out my game, and also someone else in chat said Obambo blacked out their game. Blacked out your game? What? Okay. The best way to make this work is for me to get as close with the camera to this as I can. I like this idea, though. Thanks, Obambo. Oh, I can't do it in the truck. Shit, that's right. But let me see. I can take pictures here. Is it possible to get the list? Nope. That's not going to fly. Nope, that's not going to fly. Shit. The ground is going to be the best bet. Tables? Oh, maybe. Yeah, let's try. I mean, is that closer? Is that closer than this? It's like the same. That was close. The problem is, I think being able to make out what the hell that says, I think would be the problem. Oh, this is this is getting real sweaty. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Oh shit, that might be really bright. Okay. Okay, so that's a problem. Now we're just doing this for testing purposes. So the flash is an issue. It's really, really bright. Why not screenshot the list? I mean, Are you going to tell Xbox and PlayStation players to do a screen grab and then go back and forth between it? I like to try to think of ways that everyone can do it, not just me. Flash off. I can't. What if I go a little further back like that? Okay, that's just as bright. You can't see shit. It's a really cool idea, though. It's a really great idea. If I wanted to, yeah, if I wanted to, I could just do this. I could sit here and go like this, take a picture with my phone, and then pull up the photos on my phone and have my phone sitting here like this. Like, I could do it that way, but it would, there should be a way to do it in game. There should be a way. Yeah. So we need gingerbread, 2 snowmen, a reindeer. Yeah. Aurora, hello. Twig, friend, thank you again so much for the raid. I appreciate you so stinking much, friend. Always. Guys, if you're not following the lovely Twig bot, you should be. Oh, you should be. And Slip Chat. Okay, dude. Matthew, think of the 11 months. Thank you guys for the follows. Forgotten Pawn. All right, what did I say? Oh, there's, wait a minute. There were sticks and rocks over here. Oh, they're at both campsites. Oh. All right. I need a gingerbread man, correct? And then I need 2 snowmen. Yeah. Okay. Gingerbread. Galu's very big brain. I'm going to enjoy trying to mess with these new ghosties. I'm going to go to my safety toilet. So would you... All right, there's nothing over here. Gumdrop buttons? I don't think we have any gumdrop buttons. Not that I'm aware of. Nothing over here. Do you know how to do the naughty list? Yeah, the same way. The nice and naughty list, you collect the items and you throw them into Santa's sack. All right. Where's this shit? Is it over here? Got any new ones yet? I had 2 of the new ghosts earlier today. Well, don't get ahead of yourself. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that a sailor? Obama's wait. Obama's Diana's Galileo. Wait, what? What the hell did you just call me? Ooh, okay, all right. Hey, reindeers. What up, homie? Jason, hello, good to see you. No point hoping the blood moon, that's fine. One reindeer, got it. All right. We're on the search. Need a deer. Ooh, blood moon? Yeah. I was loading in and I heard rain and I was like, is this not supposed to be snow? Okay, so this is still an effing thing, right? Why is this here? No elves, right? I'm gonna prestige to take advantage of the times too. Once I get my gear back, I'll be messing with the new ghosts a bunch. Heck yeah. It's pretty smart to do the prestige stuff now. It really is. Yeah, no elves. Didn't think so. What the hell? Anything in the pate? No. I haven't seen the snowman yet, have I? Oh, look at that view. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nothing. Okay. Back out we go. No elves. Out there by the tents. Which tents? The first ones? Or these ones over here to my right? Because I don't remember. So there's trees right here. We have sticks. We have rocks. What am I missing? Can you take a picture of Krampus in a box? What? Can you take a picture of Krampus in a box? You mean, can you take a picture of the Jack in the Box? Holy shit. Oh, I have crucifixes over there. Well, thank freaking God. Kind of forgot we were in a blood moon there. Whoops. It probably ate the living shit out of the crucifixes. Oopsies. Oopsies. Oh, just looking for stuff to hang out with. Damn, dude. Why is it so aggressive? All right. Playing a little bit, forgot where the stuff was. I know, that's me too. Me too. Hiya. Two coal, two snowmen. I have two smudges on me just in case. Oh, snowman. Oh, snowman. Oh, the coal. They're on top of the grills. There's stars. All right. I can drop this one for now and grab these two. Is that the new Christmas Fast and Furious? Two coal, two snowmen? Yeah, maybe it is. You don't know. All right. A little overcooked. It's coal. So if I prestige now, I'll get extra points during the event. It's 2 times for the first week. So you can take advantage of it for an entire week. Ring-a-ling. Ghost, I'm going to come over here and you're going to try to murder my face, aren't you? What? So there's candy canes. Ah. There we go. More candy canes. Little poopy sink. Yeah, little poopy sink. Nothing wrong with little poopy sink. Where the f are the snowmen? I don't know. Did it move? I don't think so. It ate the living crap out of the crucifix that was there, though. It's got to be in one of these, like, snow banks, right? Has to be in one of these snow banks. I just haven't seen it. Or I just haven't paid attention to it. Oh, you little bitches. They're back here. As I say, I'm going to start looking around in all the snow banks. They're right there. Found it. Cheeky, cheeky. Hey. Cheeky, cheeky. There she goes. All right, let's get a flashlight so we can see what we got. Has someone made a guide for the sack item locations? Probably. I would almost guarantee it. Alrighty, Ghosty. What did you give us? We did all that for a tier 1 sanity. I don't even want it. Toe, you believe this shit? That's why you do the sack after the ghost? Probably pretty smart. Okay. Anyway, so about the ghost. About that whole ghosty thing. You know what? No, I am going to take it. Give me it. F this. Where's it at? Give it to me. What do we got? Look at that. Nice little boost there. Perfect. All right, let's go figure out what the hell we're dealing with. All that for that. Son of a bitch. Got the snowball gun from a few years and we did earlier. I got the snowball gun too. I did as well. Earlier today. Ring-a-ling. Did I drop more shit over here? I did. I dropped this guy over here, that guy over here, and that guy. Okay. That was peak event Phaz? Yeah. Do you loser have to pay for items you leave on the map when leaving? No. Are you crouching so much to avoid line of sight? Nope, I'm just crouching out of habit. It's out of habit. The closer you are to the ground, the bigger the items are, the easier they are to grab. All right, no orbicals. Stop crapping in the sink. Put that there. I'm not even 100%. It's still in that area. But we'll go with it. Stay in short mode. Yeah, it's just a habit. It literally is a habit. Give me, and give me. Yeah, because think about it. If you have an item on the ground like this, look how large the item is. If you're standing, look how much smaller the item is. So when you're moving around quickly and you need to grab something real fast, it's a lot easier to do it that way. Yeah. Emmy, welcome in. Hello. Mr. Stu, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Okay, I see breath. So we assume it's still here. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Nothing that we can tell. Actually, you know what? No, stop it. There. Let's aim in this way. And then aim this like this. There we go. I might go get motion sensors, to be real. Hey, sissy, morning friend. Smells like a Goryo. Oh, you mean a Goryo that doesn't give me dots? One thing I'm curious to see is squirty cream and sand. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Those are some words. Those are some words. Thank you, Neo. Stream was good. Played so. Oh, Pokemon Black too. Oh, nice. Oh yeah. Keep it on this map for a minute. TJ, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome in. What's my sanity like right now? Gotta be honest, dude. I don't know if I trust that it's actually walking around over there. Let's go set this stuff down and pray we live. How the game's going? They're good. They are doing swell. Ghostie's being nice. They're being okay so far. They're being all right. Earlier today, I played the first set of maps that are available. And then tonight they switched, so I was able to play some new maps. Interesting. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. I didn't mean to right click. Holy freezing Batman. All right. Well, it's definitely still here. Tis a bit nibbly. It is indeed. It's a little worrying, though, that I'm not getting anything else. I guess I could always go just get salt. I could always go get salt and check for UV. Gorio's off the table, so if I have dots... All right, let's go get more of that stuff. Better go to jacket. It's a little cold over there. I think it's cool to make some ghost gender specific because there's a lot of really cool ghost types in the world where gender is specified by their lore. Yeah, and that's totally fine by me. It doesn't bother me at all that it is. Having Banshee being specifically a gender type, I don't care. It's not a big deal to me. It's one ghost. All right, give me that. Give me that. Give me this. Good. Frenchie, thank you for the 25 months. Oh my God. Excited for the new ones? Yeah, hell yeah. Keep the new ghosts impressive. Yeah. The fact that they managed to keep it a secret is impressive. We had, as content creators, we had no clue. No idea. Let me make sure you're walking around out here first before we do anything else. Okay. No UV. Okay. Hey, Noel, I'm good. How are you? No UV. I don't know if I can say no to the spirit box. Oh shit, we have writing. Was I in, I mean, this is all considered one big room, right? Loving the update. Yeah, me too. Fred J, been good, dude. No, I appreciate you so much, man. It's good to see you. After a ghost walks through salt, will with UV always be there? Not if it's not a UV ghost, then you're not going to get UV. Yeah. So if we have a shade, I'm going to get EMF 5. But here's the problem. It's doing shit with me right here. I don't think this is a shade. We don't have orbs. EMF 5 or spirit box. Okay. Okay. Let me... Let me turn off the light. Wait, it's over here. Why is it touching the tent? Hold on. Is that counted as one room with the path and the bathroom? I think so, isn't it? What up, Zach? How are you? Inside and outside toilets are considered one area? Yeah. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you near? Are you here? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Where are you? Are you here? What the f... Bro, chill out. What's up, Angel? Dude, I don't know. Being a little funky. Let me get this other smudge and bring it inside. Let's bring these here. Okay. Let's have a think. Do I know what the cursed possession is? What up, Rain? Rain, thank you for the raid. Hello. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, Miss Rain. Why did we roll out dots? Why did I roll out dots? Per the evidence, let me see. So we have freezing. So here we go. Oh, wait. Wait, why did I rule out dots? Oh, because it can't be dots because I have freezing and I have writing. So freezing, writing, dots is literally nothing. So that's why we got rid of it. And then I didn't have ultraviolet. We don't see orbs. That's a Moroi or a shade. That's EMF 5 or Spirit Box. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Drill. No, there's no drops. Nope. Rain, how was your stream? Hello, friend. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What was the cursed object? Do I even know what the cursed object was? It's not a mirror. Music box? I don't have a smudge on me. This is bad. No, no music box. I swear to God, it's gonna be the circle. Didn't pay attention to it. Stayed up too late because I'm so excited about the new ghosties. Got one before the night ended. Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad you got one. No cards. Okay. Did we consider the possibilities of bugged out UV? I'd rather not. Hopefully we can base it off of its hunting ability though. Would you stop it? So it's not the circle. The paw? Did I even look on top for the paw? Smudge of the snowman. Oh, I did drop one there. Oh, Fear Den. Thank you. You right? I have hiding right here too. Look at this. This is hiding. No, it's not the mirror. Negative. It's the paw. We are going to get a parabolic microphone. I'm going to trap. You know what? I'll just shut up. You're trapped here with me. I think this is a Moroi, isn't it? You know what? That's really unfortunate that its eyes are not like glowing red or something. That's really, really unfortunate. But that ghosty was fast to begin with. That was fast without line of sight speed. That has to be a Moroi. But if it is, why the hell am I not getting that? You know? I'm going back in and letting it hunt one more time. I am making sure of this shite. Got a gallo. First game? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. This time, though, we can hear it. Also, you know what I could do? Shit. Hold on. As soon as it starts hunting, hold on, I got this. Danny, thank you. Got the new ghost figured out yet? I mean, we did figure out a few things. However, on the unofficial cheat sheet, they've already got all the stuff plotted out. All of it. Doesn't want to talk too much. That's okay. I'm waiting for it to start hunting so I can do a thing. I didn't set a timer, but it should still be 90 seconds. I didn't take any sanity. Before the cheat sheet had any info on it, I was so scared. And they're dead. So it's over there. It just hit the motion sensor. It's still walking around. All I want for Christmas is goo. There we go. I wish to leave. Not today, Satan. Yeah, that was faster than normal. Faster than normal. So how did we put this to this ghost? Well, let's look at what we actually had. So we had freezing and writing guaranteed. It can't be dots because that doesn't leave us with any ghost. We did not have ultraviolet. We checked multiple times. We had no orbs, which left us with EMF 5 or spirit box, which I wasn't getting either. And the ghost is faster than a normal ghost. So because we have writing, it can't be a mimic. It's got to be a Moroi that for some reason was not giving me spirit box. Unless I go in here and I do a rotate and I see orbs, and then I'm going to be pissed. Did it slow down with the incense? Well, it's cleansed for longer when you hit it with the incense. That's the difference. How many times have I gotten the new ghosts friends tonight? Tonight, 0. Yeah. Oh, the blood moon speed. Oh, you're right. Oh, I forgot. Oh, the blood moon is 15% faster. Ooh, I'm so glad you said that. Hold on. Let's listen to that speed real fast. Hold. That's a solid freaking point. Dude, I wasn't even thinking about the blood moon speed. All right. Hold. All right. So if it is a... I need to zoom out. What the hell? If it is a normal ghost, we'll just say shade. A shade during a blood moon. You know, wait, what's my sanity right now? You know, this probably is a shade because it should be way faster than that for a Moroi. Here's a shade. Yeah, do I have any more smudgies on me? I do have one. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Hey, Bathurst Tree. Got orbs in the kitchen on Tanglewood, but the ghost room was the basement. Oh, yeah, that happens. Oh, yeah, bleed through. Yeah, that happens. There we go. Hey, what's up, Bearded? They did a ting. Who did the ting? Spill it. So again, a blood moon shade should sound like this. That should be a blood moon shade. Hey, Logan. Hello. Yeah. I totally didn't think about the fact. It's like, oh yeah, it's a blood moon. It's going to be 15% faster. Go on. Or a lot of people are experiencing a mic bug with the spirit box. Oh, like it. What kind of a mic bug? Where's the cheat sheet? Go to phasmocheatsheet.com. Come on. Do the things. No chance of a mimic with writing correct. The mimic can't have writing. It can't have EMF 5. It can't have dots. Just waiting for it to hunt so we can listen to the speed again. They dropped the ghost today with the update. Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, we've been doing it all. Well, a Moroi, I think, would be really, really fast. Yeah. The bells are tripping you up. It's okay. He'll stop when he's finished. Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle. All right, it's a shade. Let's leave. You know what? Taking the candy cane with me. That's how I feel about it. That's news. Yeah, they announced it yesterday. You stop as well? Yeah, look at this. If this was a Moroi, it would be crazy fast. Completely blanked out about Blood Moon and the Ghost being faster. Completely blanked. Yikes. Get us out of here. That is a shade and a half. Chicken leg, we can't take him anywhere. There's a shade. Yep. Like we thought. Really, I just wanted to do on that one, I just wanted to do the ghosty and then get the naughty and nice list, which we did. So there is Tangle, Ridgeview, Point Hope, and Maple. What are the other maps that have not been shown yet that it's going to be an event for? We have not seen Camp Woodwind yet. We have not seen Willow. Are those the only two? Because it's not going to do the larger maps. They're not going to do it. How long was the Maple investigation carrier in? I'm not going to look. We have seen Nels. Yeah, Nels was earlier this morning. I think it's just Willow and Woodwind are the only two that I have not seen yet. So I just have to wait for the rotation to happen. And we'll eventually get there. Durf, thank you for the 2-month prime. Thank you so much. Rain, friend, if you need to go, thank you so much. I appreciate the raid, friend. As always, love you, love you. If you guys aren't following the amazingly talented Make It Rain, you should be. When do they rotate? Every day. There's a certain time of day. I think it's usually, for me, I think later in the day, possibly closer to like 8 p.m. Eastern, I think. Grafton, we had it. We had it earlier. Yeah. Have you encountered any of the new friends? I have. I have indeed. We have encountered the Galu and also the Obambo. We have not seen the Diane yet. But in order for us to get that, we're going to need to be playing regular standard maps, not the event maps. We're at 79.3 of the personal goal. Nice. I'm not necessarily trying to floor it through here. Like another day or two of it, I think then we'll probably be able to knock it out. Yeah, yeah. Juju, thank you for the raid. Well, hello, friend. 7 p.m. EST is what I've been hearing from map rotations. Oh, it could be. It definitely could be. Hello, Juju. How are you? Oh, my goodness gracious. Because of it being a female only? Correct. Because that ghost is a female ghost, we can't get it while we're on an event map because Krampus is a male. That is why. So that explains it, Lucy. Look at this. I'm sitting here right now with 238 points. There are people that have over 7,000. People are crazy. Are the new ghosts not showing up in the Christmas event maps? 2 of them are. 1 of them is not. Yeah. How do we start the trophy grind? So if you go into the game and go to the events guide, this will give you everything you need. And then once you read through this, after you're done reading through that, click on the Winter's Jest and read that. Yep. Yep. My progression is locked on level 3 with 9.13. Your progression is locked on level 3. Oh, you mean for this thing right here? If you're having issues, I would go to the Phas server. You got me. Yeah, I can't troubleshoot for you. I have no clue. All right, let's go back to Tangle so we can get some monies. But you know, do I want to speed it? I kind of don't. No, I kind of don't. Let's do normal. I don't want to speed run it. What are your thoughts on not getting event points anymore if you die? See, there is a misunderstanding about what that means, because you do not get points for getting the ghost correct anymore if you die. You still get objective, you still get naughty or nice, you still get the Jack in the Box. Like, you still get all of those points if you do any of that stuff. The only points you don't get are getting the ghost incorrect. That's it. So it's not like you get nothing. You can still get something. It stops players from running in to get the ghost and then dying, and then that's it. They have to leave, which takes more time. Yeah. You got the foil badge. Nice. Bradley more. Bradley wants more. All right, let's go. Speedrunner already have an updated strategy. You won't get rid of them. Right. And I said this yesterday. I said that, yeah, like, yes, you found a way to nerf it, but I think that the people that are usually on top of the leaderboard are still going to be there because they're really good at what they do. They're really good players, hence why they're there. It's not some cheesy strat that anybody can get. Like, you have to know what you're doing. So it's like, go ahead. You're going to see the same names up there, and then people can't say shit about it. So it is what it is. Love that they changed that with this event. I think that they should have. That's a 1,000,000% good change. You should have to live. Being able to die and get that stuff was kind of ridiculous. I think they're killing something in the nursery. Did you hear that? Leon and Justly aren't doing it, at least not yet. My assumption is not yet. I don't know. I mean, have they streamed it all? I know people complaining about it a lot, so I'm glad. Listen. Oh, wait. People complaining that they can't do the old strategy, or people complaining because people were doing that? Which one? Did I just hear you over here? What the f... How the game's been? They've been good, Juju. How are yours? People complaining about people going in. Got it. Yeah. Okay. Listen, homie. I need you to pick a room. What the hell? Oh, the orbs are in here. What are you doing going to the front door? What the hell? What the hell? They were live earlier, playing normally. Oh, interesting. Maybe this event, they don't care. This event, maybe they were like, F it, I don't give a damn. Yeah. Orbeez. Interesting. Twins are gone. Banshee is there. But would you randomly stalk to the front room there? Maybe. No, it can't be twins. It literally can't be. Wish they had the naughty or nice items on display in the lobby area. That would be cool. Yeah, that'd be really nice. Allow you to pick up those things and throw them around. It would also be really nice if the naughty or nice list was here. Being able to see it here would be awesome. Like once you pick it up, maybe it adds a page and then you can go to the page. That'd be great. Maybe a mimic? Yeah, could be. Could be. Oh, that's right. It literally can't be a banshee. No shit. It can't be either of those ghosts. Duh. Doy. Oh, did I just record dots? That never happens. What the hell? Okay. They, Raiju, Yokai, or a Yurei. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's see. So, EMF 5, freezing, writing, or spirit box. All right, well, I've got a writing book in there already. Let's bring that. Let's bring this. I don't want you to murder my face off. That'd be great. Thank you. Saw your breath inside. Is it freezing or just the snow? Well, I have orbs, so it doesn't matter. And seeing your breath doesn't make it freezing. So you have to have below 5 degrees just means that you're going to see your breath and it's cold. It doesn't mean that it's freezing. Hey. Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you near? Are you here? Now, if I get below 0.9, now it's freezing. That's a Yurei. Ugh. Gross. 2 sounds. I need a firelight. All right. Ewy. Maybe it'll do the front door thing. Yeah, maybe. Has it been confirmed that Krampus just doesn't override the Banshee? Well, correct, because they've said publicly that the Krampus ghost is a male ghost and that the Banshee and also the Diane are females. So you can't have them as event ghosts. Can't. All right. Well, I need sounds. Firelight, right? Yeah. Yeah. I used to play a lot when it was new. Breath meant freezing like every time. So now I'm playing more lately and I get really confused. When you are used to playing a certain way for a really long extended time, it throws you off so much to try to get used to this new way. It's kind of a reverse where like, if I go back and I try to play the old version of Phaz, I feel like I have no idea what the hell I'm doing because trying to remember all that stuff. If you have a Krampus mimic, can it still mimic a Banshee or a Diane? I would assume so because it can mimic any ghost, right? But that's a fantastic question. I'm sorry. Why does it keep sounding like you're in here? When they changed the activate button, it took me like 3 weeks to learn to smudge again. Oh, I know it did. I was there when you were learning. Are you able to still play the old version? I am. Yeah, as an official creator for the game, I have a way to play the old. I will when I'm done. Thank you. I have a way to go back and play the September 2020 build of Phaz. Oh, you son of a bitch. Wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Boner. Yeah, when in Rome. Hey. Do it again. Do again. So many people died that day. Yeah. We played at Sunny Meadows and many of us died to Chinggis's hands. It was interesting. Yeah. Sip, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you so much. Juju, if you need a raid and run, friend, I appreciate you. Yeah, he got us all killed. And there's footage of it. Ghosty, throwing your stuff. Was watching Cooper play the old Phaz the other day. What a trip down memory lane that was. I know. Hey, Fallen Star, any new ghosts today? Earlier today, yes. Tonight, no. Tonight have been all normies. Oh, look at them all in there hanging with the bunny. We need to find those videos. How long ago was this? Ooh, it's been a while. Chinggis, how long ago was that? It's... Oh, no, no. I almost recorded it. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. So long ago, I made video then? Wait. Wow. Dude, was that a deep burn on yourself? If the name is on the board as a female name, does that mean that the ghost character will be a female? No. Well, sorry. No. I'll shut up. I'll shut my lips. Yes. If you have a female name at the top here where it says name, the ghost model will be a female ghost model. Yes. I was like, wait, no. Yes. All right, I got those. I need to repel you while you're chasing me. So I'm going to go get another smooch and come back, Ghosty. But that's only for this event? Well, no. At any time, if you have a male ghost name, the ghost model will be a male, which is multiple different ghost types, right? Or ghost models. If it's a female name, it will be a female ghost model. Krampus is being considered a male ghost, so that's why it is only male names. All right, get a couple more smudgies for this frickin' Ure. Which models are all female model? What do you mean? Like Tooth Kid is a female model. Rhonda, Pajama Pam, like those are all female ghost models. Yeah. And then any name where it's like, oh, well, that could be either a male or female name. You know what I mean? It still is only one of them. All right, I need to repel you with the whole chasing thing. Oh, look, a box. Cinnamon. Oh, Cinnamon, thank you for the prime. Go there. Oh, I never saw that part. Look, the candy canes are making a heart. Oh, would you look at? What are these making? Oh, okay. Oh, is that not the cutest effing thing you ever did see? What the hell is the cursed possession? But if you eat cookies, it gives you sanity. It does. What the hell's the monkey paw again? I wish to trap the ghost. And stay out. All right, a 60-second timer. Can you not get banshees on event maps since it's only the male? That's correct. You can't get a banshee or a Diane, so you can go ahead and cross both of them off if you're playing on an event map like this. Yep, indeedy. Anybody want a gingerbread cookie? Who did that? No, it was not Mike. Hear them in a poultry pile. Who said that they did that? Did it not look like it just picked up like 7 things and threw them at once? That looked like a Pulte ability. This is a Ure. We have dots, orbs, and freezing. We have all the evidence for this to be a Ure. What did I just watch? Oh, I never did this. Oh, we should probably do this. A confused Ure? I guess. Not a mimic. It literally can't be. All right, what do we need? 2 stars. I need a candy cane, rock, 3 sticks, and coal. 2 stars and a candy cane. 2 stars and a candy cane. All right, there's 2 stars. Freezing means no mimic, right? No, that's incorrect. No, if you get EMF, dots, or writing, no mimic. All right, what else did I say? We got those. Candy cane, 3 sticks, rock coal. Not there. Snowman in the tub. Oh no, coal. How much coal do I need? 1? Yeah. Relax. Candy cane, 3 sticks. Candy cane. Where were the sticks? Where were the sticks? Were they in the basement? That too.
Lizard.
Thank you, chicken leg. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, just as ads started happening. Gertrude, oh, thank you for the prime, dude. All right, need that guy. I need that guy. I do not need that guy. I need this candy cane that was over here. Think it'd be harder to figure out the twins with the new ghosts. I think it's gonna make you second guess some things. It's like playing a game. Isn't that so nice? Isn't that so pleasant? Nice. Man, Azera, thank you so much for the prime. All right. I need rocks and coal. Oh, I never put the coal inside of there, did I? All right, where are the rocks? Garage, I think? Garage, right? Do you have to do it in order? I don't think so. I'm fairly certain that I did them without actually putting them in order. I just threw them whatever and it worked. It was fine. You just have to make sure you don't screw up. That's all. Don't throw something into the sack that doesn't belong there. That's all. All right. In. And we get a cookie. It's a sanity cookie. That's not what she said. Do I even need sanity? Who holds cookies like this? So whenever you do the naughty or nice list and you get a cookie, this is what it does. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I want to do something first. Now you have mac and cheese. I had mac. Hi. Peace, dog. I wish for sunrise. Yeah, F your snow. Jerkhole. That's how I feel. All right, where's my cookie? Where's my cookie? All right, so now I am at 40-ish sanity. Almost 50. Let's see what a cookie gives us, yeah? Let's see what one cookie gives us. There it goes. Slowly but surely. Uh-huh. Still going. Eh? I was at about 45-ish. Was I at about 45? I think it gives you 30. It either gives you 25 or 30. 45? No. I went from like 45 to 75, 73, 75. I'd say it gives you about 30 sanity. At 47 than 80. Yeah, and it does a little bit of fluctuating, obviously. Yeah. All right. Well, now we know. Fun fact of the day. Stupid Ure. And it's not leaving that room, so I don't. If it was leaving the room, I would try to maybe see if we could get it to shut the front door and all that jazz, but it's really not. Not anymore. Is it still 25-30 when you're on higher reward tiers with lower sanity restoration? Great question. I don't know. Right. Is it the same sanity restoration if you do it on amateur as if you do it on nightmare? I don't know. Yuri! Nice. Awesome, awesome. Awesome. Thank you guys for the hype train, friends. All right. That is going to be the last one for me today. It's getting late. It's getting late. Need to make sure that I still get sleeps. But I will be live tomorrow for more and more and more. So Tubes and Talk, thank you guys for hanging out with me today, friends. Love always. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go find someone to raid. Let's go find someone to say hi to. Sad that we didn't get any more new ghosties, but you know what though? It is what it is. We got kind of lucky with the first stream because I got like 3 or 4 of them. So that was nice. This one, we did not. Unfortunate, but that's okay. Got to hang out twice today. I know. I know. I know. All right. Guys, if you are not already a part of my server, I do have a Discord where I keep everybody active. Or I keep everybody active. I keep everybody up to date on things that are happening. If you're subbed, make sure that you have your Twitch and Discord connected so that way you get the special roles that are in there. There's the rest of the socials. In case anybody is interested, there's all the things. And in case you are somebody that needs background noise for the night, I do have a 24/7 channel that literally streams old VODs nonstop. And I'm going to add at least the VOD from this morning. I'm going to add it to it. I will add that to that rotation so that way that one gets played too. Is there going to be a double weekly? I don't know. I don't think so. Or not that I'm aware of. So it's, if you do it right now, you're going to do it in the middle. You could be doing it in the middle of the event. So it just depends on which maps you have. Like right now was this morning you would have done it. It would have been normal. So it just depends. It just depends. All right. Let us go say hi to a friend. That's where we're going. Yeah. That's where we're going. Okay. Oh, you're good, dude. No worries. All good. All right. If you're a follower, the first message is for you. If you're a sub, the next one's for you. My little creepy tier 3s, that is for you. That and this is the first week of double XP. So ends up being a little over 11K. Right. Which is super nice. That is really, really nice. If you waited to do the weekly, it was probably really, really, really in your benefit. So technically speaking, this Thursday is my birthday. We are doing a birthday stream on Friday that is more of just a chill, normal stream that's acknowledgement. Nothing too crazy. It's just my birthday stream. So nothing too wild. The bigger stream, I say, is the partnerversary. The partnerversary is happening on the 28th of this month. Okay? The 28th. That will be a long stream. I will probably do a 12-hour. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks. You know what else is on Thursday? If you say what I think you're about to say, I swear to God. I swear to God. Expect a Discord voice message Friday morning. Ralph, I appreciate you, friend. I smell Rocket League on Friday. Well, guess what? It's not going to happen on Friday. You can smell Rocket League on the 28th. That's when you can smell it. Yeah. Can you do like a 9 to 9 anniversary stream so I can make it after work? On the 28th for the partnerversary stream, I'm going to be doing probably like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Maybe 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah. Brad Pitt's birthday is on the 18th. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. All right. I know where we're going. We have a certain somebody who is having a birthday stream, and they are a wonderful friend of ours that we got to meet IRL at TwitchCon, and I'm so freaking happy. So happy. They are the bestest. They are awesome sauce. Guys, thank you so much for another amazing stream. I appreciate you guys. We are damn near on the line of the monthly, and then after that, I have no idea what we're doing.
Welcome back.
We've never seen Brad Pitt and Flash in the same room. Okay. All right. All right. Why would he want to uglify himself? That man is a national treasure. Fallen Star, I'll see you tomorrow. Missed in the main. Oh, no, I didn't miss. I saw it. I saw it. I just wasn't saying anything in the shadows. Yeah. Flash isn't that old. Damn. Damn shame. No, Nicolas Cage is national treasure. Okay, touche. That's a very solid point. All right, guys. Thank you so much for an amazing stream. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Probably Phaz. We did just get a big update with new ghosties and stuff. I'd say more than likely Phaz. Okay? Sound good? Sound good? Okay, bye.